Hello, hello. Good evening. We're back online. It's a little bit of a late start tonight, but wanted to give this stream another shot. Or not a stream, but just the camera and all that fun stuff. Recently upgraded a motherboard and processor, so getting everything tried out here. We're yeah, so nightly vibe. We made quite a bit of progress with the SiteMaker over the past few days. $1 million studio, holy shit. I wish. No, I just got a 2-generation-old processor and a matching motherboard for it. Added some new features to the app. So I guess high level, this is the app that I've been working on, and there's a few bugs I've noticed. I want to work on that, but one thing I've added. So this is the website for the application that I want to make. And if I open my local environment, which I was just on, but this is my local site. And one thing you may notice is this little icon down here. Now this icon is placed on every site that is running on this application. It's not happening on an app level. This is a Chrome extension that gets installed, and it's connecting to the LLM, etc., etc. And what it does is it just shows this little chat, and this chat's cool. So like it's a normal chatbot that everybody's like used to, familiar with, but you can do some cool shit. So like, refresh this actually. Yeah. So. The other thing I was working on was a new design using Claude-designed. And this is kind of what it has so far. And I just kind of want to dump this over to what I'm doing. So let me publish the public artifact. No. Actually, yeah, let's... I think a PDF will work. I know it works for part of my stuff. That's okay, is there HTML? Share project HTML. Zip. Yeah, let's do that. That's actually a pretty... If I don't have this, I'll need to make sure it supports it. So what is this called again? Maker Pro. Building a game in Godot. Nice. I briefly looked at Godot. It looks cool. I mean, I would probably recommend it over like Unreal or Unity or something. I'm a fan of Sandbox right now, just because of the cross compatibility and Source 2 engine, and it's also like a marketplace where you can deploy stuff too, which is nice. But a lot of people love Godot. I mean, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. So, what you building in Godot? Oh, apologies there. All right, download. All right, so I got a zip file, and what I would like to do is pop this open here, and what I want to be able to do is just drop in that zip file, which I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do. So that'll be our first ticket. Ancient city builder like Caesar 3. Nice. Very nice. It's like online play or against robots or... Oh shit, that's definitely not right. Needs to be in a clipboard here, okay. So, this will be a our first ticket. So we go back to SiteMaker Pro. What the fuck is it? There we go. And you see, add a ticket to global. So on the Chrome extension dialog, you should have the ability open up zip file archives, drag the data from them, receive instructions for what to do with the files provided. We should have the ability to drag a file onto the chat window and have it attach. But we also need the ability to manually upload. Basically a SimCity meets Command and Conquer. That's pretty cool. Based in ancient times. That's cool. Which ancient times? I guess which civilization would be the next question. And are aliens helping them? Because it's all bullshit if the aliens are not helping them. Just saying. And if you got some Egyptians and shit and they're like, you know, building a pyramid for Khufu. Zahi Hawass would disagree with me, though. I wrote the book. It's in my book. You should buy the book. Alright. Alright. I see our ticket has populated, which is great. I don't see it doing shit with it yet. Let's check this queue here. What time was that last one? Check the queue. Items. Process them and then continue. Queue every minute. Okay. That's so American. It starts with the Aztecs. It will have maps for the Olmec, Inca, etc. Are you actually going to put like Quetzalcoatl in it and like have Quetzalcoatl showing up in a boat? Ancient times, like is that the opening of the game? Your intro? That'd be kind of sick. I'm processing. Probably just that I'm impatient. I mean, it looks like it's processing it. Why is... Oh, I know why it's not processing. I know why it's not processing. PowerShell. This is it. Yep. Yep. I already have religious statues you can build for Quetzalcoatl. Nice, nice. I probably would have searched that up and copied it too. I have no clue how to spell that shit. You got the umlaut in there, very nice. I even have a mechanic for Jaguar Coal. Sounds cool, man. Are you going to release it anywhere? Like, what's the plan here? How long have you been working on it? Let's go. What's up, Digital Nomad? How's the road treating you tonight, sir? You and the dogs holding it down? Yeah, Maker, that game sounds pretty cool. I was thinking about doing a I don't know, like a Vibecode app review or Vibecode review or something like that. Is that a roller coaster? Uphill? What is the stonks? Is it like stock prices going up? I can't see that. What is that? Just in the foundation stage right now. I won't have enough usage to get past that for now. You know, on Super Grok reset. I hear you, man. So you've been grokking it, eh? How are you digging it? Are you liking Grok? How are you liking Grok compared to like ChatGPT or Claude or any other LLMs that are out there? I know at one point you were working with, or I think you were working with, what is it? PewDiePie's Odysseus? Yeah, I think it was Odysseus. By the way, my app is actually it's processing. I'm not sure why it's not showing up there, but it is processing. I think it's because I have my firewall still enabled. But we'll see. I'm watching on this other machine too, so if I go to my repo, GitHub, should be, yeah, task being worked. On par with Codex. I do have an Odysseus install, but it's super slow, even on an i9 on 5070. Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, those local models, I mean, they're great. They're awesome what they do, but I mean, speed typically isn't going to, and I mean, a standard consumer grade graphics card, even if you had like 5090 or whatever the top of the line is for that series, even those are like puny compared to what you actually need. I mean, you need like some H100s or, you know, like some fucking serious GPU power. But you don't have to. I mean, it'll still work with it, but like if you want it to work like it does on ChatGPT or Claude or something like that, you're gonna need like a serious like AI GPU, not just like a video game GPU. I got a 3090. That thing's like, sad to say, but that thing's like fucking ancient right now. Still a badass card for playing video games, but for AI, it's, yeah, not great. It's alright, but I mean, still. I'm just gonna have to like keep updating this until it goes away. My prompt, this is my prompt. Basically, it's my extension. I want to be able to attach a zip file to this. And that's what I'm working on, which I'm thinking about, where would that zip file go? Like, where would it extract to? Hopefully it does it to the temp directory. Probably check that. That's cool though. One of the things that I did with my app, the Sitemaker Pro, was in the settings here, I've implemented Grok and Grokbot to the connection, so this should work out of the box with the Grok now too. Shoot me a DM. Slide into my DMs, bro. Noted. So yeah, I am. Yeah, there's also some weird issues with my video cam that I meant to look at earlier. But got it back on. Appreciate the heads up. Yeah, my video is glitching out. I don't know, because this might be the specific channel that I have USB plugged into. There's like this board's got a bunch of different like USB had like 2.5 gigahertz or gigabits per second, like different ones, and just gotta make sure that's in the right one. It was late and dark when I was hooking it up. Kind of doing that reach around and plugged it in there. So I don't know if it made it the right hole or not, but got the job done, or at least now. I have been noticing my video glitches out though, so if you notice my video like freaking out, that's why. But also I've noticed that my microphone dies a bit more, but I think it has to do with like this hub or something that I'm using. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but I need to look into that. Did it ever process that fucking ticket? Oh, it closed it. It closed it and it's done, and it didn't fix my fucking tick. Okay. Okay. Come back here. Yep. Oh shit, that's, yeah, of course. Of course it's down. It still thinks I've got the IP address. New motherboard. Duh. Properties. Guys, don't be trying to like trace a route my IP address now, okay? Okay. Alright, it should update here in a second. Or it should close the ticket. And so now need to do a whole git pull on here on my Windows box. Yep. Then where is Sitemaker Pro? Watch him be like the #1 fucking security engineer like in North America or something like that. That'd be hilarious. He's like, yeah, you want to pick on me for calling Tracer T? I'll show you. I'll show you. Like the start of a
issue queue item resolved.
There we go. All right, cool. So this is kind of a fucked up way that I have to get the code to my extension. So like I have to update the extension, and then that just basically writes the stuff to this file. And then if I come back in here to my extensions, I can just load the unpacked version, select it, then it updates that, and then I can come here, refresh, And if everything worked correctly, I should now have the ability to attach a file. There's a file. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Can you see? You can't see that. Fuck. All right, hold on. Can you see this? It's fucking Clippy, bro. It's fucking Clippy. Yo. Yo, I got Clippy in this joint. I didn't even ask for it. All right, all right. Go ahead and mute that son bitch. Email popping up every 10 minutes. All right, so cool. Clippy's there. I'm pretty stoked. Let's the next step is we want to where the file go? Downloads. So it's this little guy right there. Oh, upload attachment action, if you will. Boom shakalaka. All right. Here is our new design. Please site. Please view the zip and apply all of these changes. The heck. I might want to change it. That's kind of sick. Oh, Clippy action with the attachment. That's cool. I do think that old resolve 10 tickets in a night might be a little bit vicious this evening. We got one so far. I'll take it. Where's my... Oh, it's always mixed these two apps up now. Need to go in here. Where's my agenda? Alright, first item in the agenda was talk about my new hardware. I got new hardware, guys. Just put it in last night. It was, see, it says 5090X, but it wasn't a 5090X. It was just a 5900 T, I think? I don't know. It was going from a 6-core to a 16-core processor. And pretty much AM4 motherboard. Apologies, I'm getting over a little bit of a sickness. You know, back to school. Bullshit. All right, let's go ahead and close this out. That is completed. I talked about it. Hardware's in. We're back. Gotta change something, do some like things, but anyway, first item is complete here. We are vibing to this now. I gave my SiteMaker Pro chatbot the design that I exported from here. So it's like a zip file that I've just pulled out and dropping it into the chat, and I'm like, go make it, chat. Do it right. Don't make any mistakes. We'll see what it does. I haven't yet used this feature yet. Like, this is the first time I've used this feature with like this much shit. Like, here's a whole zip file. Could change the whole site. So we'll see how this works. And if it works, we'll deploy it. We'll deploy it live. We'll send it up to Netlify, and I don't know, I might show you the URL, share that Netlify URL for you to check out. You can probably see it. It's not even that big of a deal. It's sitemakerpro.netlify.app. You wanna check that here? I'll drop it in the chat. Boom. You want to check it out? There's the current site. So I guess that's the before, and we are going to take a look at after as soon as it's done. I think we're still waiting here. This is a big message, so if it fails, it really wouldn't surprise me. But we'll see. We shall see. Midnight. Midnight. Oh, we vibing now. I'm hoping that the microphone stays on the whole time. It's kind of annoying. I have to like constantly watch the levels to see if it's working. I need to make a script or something with Jax that gives me some sort of alert when it fails. What's this? Yeah. Probably will just take a while to run that though. 1 megabyte worth of files across 19 different assets. So while we're doing that, let's take a look at the app itself. Some bugs with how it like loads up. Oh, this looks fun. Run it back in. Wish I would open it in the right fucking window. Probably kill this site. It would be nice if I could check like the updates to see what's available. You figure out where I'm indexing that stuff at though. So I've got like a few different scripts on to do that already. I just gotta figure out where I want to store them and how I want to handle it. Just realizing on my mobile, I'm not even sharing a screen. Oh shit. There we go. Same screen. Zoomed in, it looks like. If you happen to be watching on mobile and Twitch, I am deeply sorry about all this shit that's going on the screen right now. Trying to get this sorted out. Yeah, I think that's... Alright, close enough. We'll lock that down. For those of you on computers, I realized that when I updated my card, swapped out the cables, like all of the what monitor is what is all busted in OBS, and I got everything mostly set up on my Windows box, or for desktop streaming. I haven't really done much with mobile, so I gotta get that fixed. What's our website looking like? Oh shit, here we go. Could not reach. Let's see if the app is running. Man, that's pretty good. Almost got it too. I'm gonna have to come back over this content, but did a pretty good job. I think they did a great job. Docs. And compared to where it was and where this is at now, not bad. Not bad. All right, let's go to our source control and give it a little refresh action here. Wait, this is not even the right site. What am I doing? Sitemaker Pro. There we are. There we are. I think the remote has moved on from this branch. Could be anything remote. Great. Okay. View our changes. Yeah, we're about to push an update. About to test the deploying functionality. Kind of. I mean, like, it's really just committing to a branch and it handles the deployment, but... Alright, homepage, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. Commit push domain. Sick. So now, that has been pushed. And if I go to deployments, I can see that it's building. And just to show it, it doesn't take too long to build, but just to kind of show you here, just refresh that app or that page, that Netlify app link. Once this is done, you should be able to see those changes live. Or I could just sit here and press refresh and I come into, which looks like it just did. That's kind of fucked up. This needs to be like kicked over here. So let's do that. God damn. Glad there's a dark mode. All right. Got sacrifices working in the game. There's now a dedicated job role for NPC's ceremonial sacrifice shaman who will sacrifice things to the gods in their favor. Nice. You gotta be sure to have Simple of Time. So like there was a they did a lot. Let's go watch what's that movie? That Mel Gibson movie. Apocalypto? No. If you haven't seen that movie, it's like from the 90s or maybe 2000s, but it was pretty awesome, and it's like all about that shit. All right, pop this in here. Oh, here's another feature of this. So like I need to make this change. So this is like kicked way over here to the left, and it needs to be right here, and then this just updates with that. Let's come here. I got this target option. Apocalypse Now, yeah, that's right. So I can target this entire section up here. And if I do that, it knows what page and what part of the page that I want to make this change to. So let's align the logo, like name, to the content. The nav should be pushed out. In the most vague response, but hopefully between the extra context that it's sent, that it should be able to solve it. And here's another one too. So if I go to a site that is not, or that has a port on the back of it, so I go to sites, and pretty sure I've got one that just has a port. I won't see it down here. Yeah. I'll copy that, come back here. Chrome extension should still put on sites that have ports in their name. Doesn't work compared to that does work. Add another ticket there. I think. Did it not add it? Uh-oh. It just added it so fast I didn't even see it load in. Okay. Cool. We'll work on that. If I come back to my look at that. Although this now didn't update when it should. This nav should be aligned to the right of the page. White decenter. Oh. And what we should see is this kind of slide over here to the right. There it goes. There she goes. All right. that's good enough for now. So let's go back to the app, go to source control for the right site. Review those changes. Add it as a commit. Ship it.
Issue queue item resolved.
That should be the issue of the port IDs on the URLs. That's cool. Go ahead and commit that while that's committing. I'll go ahead and pull down the changes from the repo, and then after those repo changes are down, we'll come over here and recompile. Once we recompile, then we'll re-add the extension. And then that should fix it. So we'll test it. All right. Extension. Yep. Load unpacked. Select it. It changed. Great. Now, if I reload, I should hopefully see it. Sweet. Awesome. I want to have some parallax or some 3JS going on here in the background. Has it landed yet? Sure has. Sure has. All right, what's the download page look like? Not written yet. All right, let's just come here and go to download page. So, let's update the content. For the user to check back over the next weeks. Should probably get social media created for all this too. I mean, I'm freaking tired. I probably may have averaged like 4 hours of sleep a night for the past like week. Definitely want to try to go to bed early tonight. Mainly wanted to do a quick victory lap to make sure everything was working okay with the stream. Still noticing there's some issues with my video. It's subtle, but if you watch it long enough, it'll glitch out. And what else? Mainly that video. Oh, there could be the microphone thing too. I think that might have to do with the USB hub. Not sure. Or the port that it's plugged into on the Windows machine. Hopefully it's a quick fix. Props. Turn them on. Oh snap. 2 months of Audible Premium? I have to check that out. Subscribe to myself? Oh, yeah, here we go. Bro. Yeah, I'm good. Not bad. Oh. Let's go ahead and push these two. There we go. All right, folks. I think it's definitely gonna be a 1 a.m. hard cutoff for me. I am exhausted, but it's like 30 minutes from now, so we got some time to get some things done. Definitely won't be able to get the 10 bugs, but we'll get some of them. Huh. Oh yeah, it's a ton of fun. That was something I was working on earlier. So a friend of the stream, Vibecode or v3code.dev shared this with us the other night. I've been using it to sort of test out the program, but also see if it has any. There's some cool features with like memory and stuff that it does. I was trying to see if it would be helpful for some of my sandbox stuff. So hopefully now with the new machine, new processor, and working motherboard, I'm hoping that the game dev stuff will be a little more performant, so that way I could do some more stuff like that on stream. I tried it on the first stream that I went live with, and it was fun. It was great, but prompts took so long. I mean, it was like 4 or 5 prompts is all I had for the entire night. But So if I could speed it up, might be able to get more done. Apologies, folks. I am tired. So. There's a greater than zero chance that, like, at some point between the next 30 minutes, I might lay the seat back and pass out. So, since I do, I'm sorry. Man, that sounds good right now. But, hey, look at this. My Claude-designed actually worked like it was supposed to, which is kind of cool. And we deployed a couple of deployments. Actually, 3 deployments. And, oh, yeah. Let's see. There's the Astro site that I was having trouble launching. So, didn't have any dark mode, but this was just one that I added for testing. And I did publish it live, but I don't think the code is there. Nothing happened there. Let me see, refresh. Oh yeah, it just hasn't committed anything. Alright, so let's preview changes. Wait, what? Oh, it's annoying. This error. Code commits new repository when that's pre-exist. Better. I wonder if I can get around it by just doing this. So test initial commit. I don't think it's going to add anything though. That's the problem. It doesn't add anything. Yeah, we gotta fix that. Didn't be too hard though. Yeah, vibe coding video games is definitely a lot of fun. Lost it. Tired, folks. I'm already kind of dozing off, so I'll get a few of these things done. This bug's been in here for a couple of days, so it'd be nice to get this thing resolved. Because, yeah, you need to be able to add a commit message and actually do your initial commit. You know, little things, right? looks like this bug is almost fixed. So with Godot, is it like, I actually haven't ever used Godot. Is it like its own editor that it has, like Sandbox or Unreal or Unity, or is it like all web based? Free. Yeah, I know it's free. Open source, which is nice. But is it... Oh, so you said, yeah, it is. Okay. I missed that first message. It's like an application that you're running everything within. Cool. How is it on token usage? You said you're at your limit, but considering where it started, like, do you feel like you got good mileage out of it for the amount of tokens and and how much of your quota that it used? Codex is building it. 90% done foundation. 1,000 lines of C# and JSON.
Issue queue item
Not
resolved.
bad. Or it doesn't sound bad. It actually sounds pretty good. That's on a Chat GPT Plus account? Like the one that's like 15, 20 bucks a month? File this. Nice. Goes in all hard. That's right, I might not even make 1 a.m. Alright, here we go. Should be able to handle the initial commit here. Yeah. There we go. Wait, what? Copy. What the fuck? Alright. Commit review. Commit review for a new repo that has no commits. Good. Look at the files. Let's to verify. Oh, you totally can do a 2D isometric. Totally. I'll build whatever you want. My Restaurant Tycoon game is kind of like that. I mean, there's like some rotations and stuff to it. So I mean, it's technically 3D, but it's isometric, like top-down isometric. And it follows best practice. Good. Shall commit and should make And the other thing too is that first commit on the repo. Yeah, the other thing is that, you know, if you have it in Godot, that's fine. That's great. I mean, build it in Godot or build it once you're already rocking with. If for any reason down the road you want to jump to Sandbox, you have a working example that you can point to it. So it's not that much of a leap to go from one to the other. Like, I very easily could come in here and manually add this push and commit it, but I want the app to be able to handle it. All right, guys, I'm going to go off cam for a second. Promise you I'm not going to sleep. 100% not going to sleep. Don't come to Twitch on mobile to verify, because I don't have a way to disable that camera. But think about it, I might have a way to disable the regular camera. Oh shit, there it goes. Right. Definitely not going to sleep while this processes here. Chilling over here. Waiting for some waiting on the commits to finish committing. What? No, I'm not napping. Ain't nobody napping over here. Be vibing, bro. We're straight vibing. Straight vibing. Just waiting for my robot to tell me that the item has been completed or whatever. But yeah, I'm thinking I might do that like app code or app review. Maybe like once or twice a week or something. I don't know the format. It'd be nice to switch it up a little bit. I want to do like AI news too. Like just regular stuff that's happening in the world of AI. And maybe like a opening segment or something. Yeah, I want to like rethink all of the content that I'm doing across platforms too. So like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. The ones that come, the cuts that come from the stream, they're okay if they work, but it's like, I don't know, it's probably batting at 100 as far as the, you know, is this even coherent? You know, the videos that it produces. Some of them are alright, but some of them are pretty bad, and some of them are like okay, and I mean they've all been like mediocre at best. But I want to switch it up and actually make more targeted stuff. I've got like many pages in Google Docs of content surrounding like tips with AI and just how to not suck with it. It is funny though, because it'll be like, here's how to not suck with AI. Do this thing that I just recently learned. like last week, implying that like before last week I sucked at AI. So I don't know. It'll be fun. I think this issue queue is definitely one of them. For me, it's like a game changer. Feels like I'll be able to work through so much more stuff more accurately, faster, and it's all around a better experience. Version control and loops. It's just kind of related, but all right, what do we got? Still waiting on this commit here. Basically, we are trying to commit or push up the initial commit for a repo after it's been created on our local source control, and for whatever reason, it's not liking our initial commit for Astro, so trying to get that resolved, which really should be like any second now. And once it's resolved, we'll test again. Yeah, it's still going. Should be done any moment here. I'm running my final work pass on the game for now. Gotta save about half the usage for other things. Yeah, it makes sense. Good looking ahead though. And then if you're closer to the end of your reset period where, you know, you might have some tokens left, but, you know, you're not going to use it, you can just burn it down that way. You know, anticipate the reset. Still waiting on the code change. But yeah, V3 code was pretty cool, man. Or it is pretty cool. I'm excited to try it out. It's basically a, I don't know, someone say open source. Maybe it is open source, but like a more approachable version of Cursor. So like...
Issue queue item resolved.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, guys. I definitely wasn't laying down. Don't mind me. All right. First off, we need to pull the code. There are some changes. Sick. We need to recompile. Guys, I'm fucking tired. I am fucking tired. 10 minutes. All right, cool. So we are, well, I guess 14 technically. Yeah, V3 is pretty dope. I do enjoy it. Here, I'll drop a link to it in the chat if you want to try it out. But I mean, for what you're doing, if you're already like flirting close to the limit lines, I probably wouldn't do it. Now there are some free AI plans that are there, but it's probably worth checking out. This is a friend of the stream that shared it with us, and I was checking it out today when I had a little downtime. I will say it's not bad. I'm not a fan of Cursor, or really, I don't use my IDE so much anymore. I just kind of use a prompt, but pretty nice. And if you're already used to Cursor, or if you're familiar with VS Code, like, check this out. Pretty dope. Got a request to review an AI service on my channel. I was waiting on them to approve my rates or tell me to go fly off. Pretty sure that's what that acronym means. I've forgotten what I was doing. What am I doing? Commit code. Yeah, commit code. Got that. I've recompiled. So there's that. Let me review the changes. There we go. Run MCP, initial commit. Let's do it. Commit it. What? So what the hell, man? Why is it giving me so much trouble with this? Still encountering a bug. I mean, it got me a bit closer. All right, folks, definitely not laying down again, or BRB. But I'm not actually going. I'm like right here, so. And this is kind of broken. It should. Masonry should put all these other blocks over here. We'll look at that later, though. I got 9 minutes. 9 minutes to fix this, guys. I think we'll do it. I think it'll fix it. Yeah, I might pick up a Grok account sometime soon too. I think they're offering a promotion. I think I saw it when I was looking at it the other night. Like if you were to get, if you like register or get like the premium version of X, it comes with one of the versions of Grok. I might take it that way, but I just want to be able to test it locally, see if everything's working correctly. Or working in the same way. Same thing with Codex, but I already have a Codex account. Yeah, I want this commit to finish so I can do the initial commit from the project board within the application, which should then kick off the build process. It'd be nice to get that out. All right, we're getting close, folks. Should have this bug resolved pretty quick here, or pretty soon. Then we'll test it to see if I can commit. If I can commit, I will commit. Push it up to live, or to the repo, which will then allow me to build the live environment. I hope this ticket finishes before 1 a.m.
Issue queue item resolved.
There we go. With 3 minutes to spare. All right. We're back and ready to compile. Ready to catch some Z's. I guess 5 is pretty respectable given like it's only an hour. And half of our stuff was being prompted through the internal commands anyway. We weren't even captured on that, so. What was it doing here? Oh yeah. View the changes. Yeah, that's failing. I think I'm gonna review this tomorrow though. This is, I don't think this is working. Yeah. Problem is, it's not adding the damn files. Here, let's put this. We're still fixing the issue with the initial commit project. The problem that you don't seem to have a way to add files that we need. You will need to do this. Such a bad ticket. But look, I think with that, I think I'm going to call it, folks. 1 a.m. I am incredibly tired. And yeah, it's going to do it, folks. Let me go back to, where the hell am I even doing? Wrong app, dummy. All right, stop stream. All right. That's kind of cringe. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.